dude, I've had some terrible fucking clients when
Really?
I did a lot of commercials because they would bring in like a business executive to come in and critique, and they don't fucking know anything.
Right.
And they would. I remember one time there was a guy, and I did this whole take, and I thought I killed it, and he was like, "Yeah, something's like off with it." This wasn't the director. This was just the guy who was paying for it to be made. And he was like, "Yeah, could you just try something different?" I did the exact same thing again. No different. And he was like, "That was perfect." And I was like, I fucking knew it. Because like, I know, okay, in my head, I'm like, I know I can get away with doing the same thing one more time, but like, maybe not a second time. So I was like, I'll just try it once, see if he notices. He had no fucking idea.
Yeah,
At that point onwards, anytime he said anything, I would just look at the voice director over there. I'm like, I would look at him, I'm like, should I listen to this? Like, 'cause he was the engineer and the director of the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So he normally does the delivery. The way it was set up for me was he normally directed me, and the client would just stand there and go like, yes, yes. Like, 'cause I was always doing business stuff.
Right.
It was like perseverance, inspiration, shit like that.
You did like a Gillette commercial, right? Or it wasn't Gillette. It was like a shaving cream commercial, whatever it was.
Something that was ages ago. I was doing like boats for like a year.
You're doing boats?
I did like there was some. I don't know what the corporation is, and I also don't know if I should say. I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know what I signed. Once a week, I would go in for 3 hours, and I would talk about boats.
Wait, how old were you?
This was like last year.
Oh, really?
Every week I went in and talked about.
This is in London, right?
Yeah, this is in London.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got paid like, like how much was it? They were paying me £250 an hour,
Oh, wow.
which is like 300 something bucks.
Yeah.
And
Just talk about boats.
Which is probably like a lot better than what voice actors get paid to voice an anime,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
yeah, anime rates aren't that great. I mean, I don't know if, I'll just say like.
I mean, I definitely didn't get paid that.
Yeah.
I've heard things, and you get paid on Funimation from what I've been told. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but it's not great. It's not
I mean,
less than what I was getting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I think it's always just been known that the voice acting industry in anime specifically just like...
You get paid the least.
Yeah, you get paid the least out of any commercial, which is why you see a lot of dub voice actors going on to do gaming now and other industries.
The way it goes is like, it's like, normally commercials pay the most, because commercials you get paid normally a premium, and then you also get what's called a buyout fee. So if your ad is going to be played over X amount of places with radios, TV, that gets calculated in the cost.
Yeah.
And you could get like one commercial that takes you 20 minutes, which it often did, because commercials are 30 seconds long, mostly. And I would never be there for more than 30 minutes. But they would maybe pay you like 15 grand for the buyout fee. So your session fee was like £250, but then you might get 15 grand or 10 grand, depending on where they play it and how much. Because I know the guy who did McDonald's ads in the UK, that was his whole career. Just doing McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he got paid so fucking much.
It is McDonald's.
They was getting like 6 figures every commercial.
Jeez.
Because, that's luckily how the industry was, is that you got paid if your voice was being
Could
shown.
you imagine getting paid 6 figures by going ba-da-ba-ba-ba?
I wish, man. But that's the thing.
He was
Like,
loving it.
imagine how much money McDonald's made off of that voice acting,
because
right?
the normally how it is with commercials is that if you're normally with voices, if a corporation gets one voice actor, it's normally always that one voice actor who does everything. So in the industry when I was in London, it was mainly commercial stuff, so it came up a lot, and it was always like people were competing to get that one commercial gig that kept coming. And so I got this boat gig, and I didn't think anything of it. Because I didn't audition, they like requested me, so I went in, I did a read for it, and I was talking about, I had to explain a ton of different things about large ships for a corporation thing.
Okay.
And I had to go in every week and do something, ballasting. That was what I did, like fucking 4 weeks of a thing called ballasting, right? Ballasting is a thing, and I know this because I did 4 scripts on it.
Sell us a bit. What is ballasting, sir?
It was God, I wish I remembered the words. And I remember every time I would go in to deliver it, because my accent is English, right? But it's not received pronunciation, which is the typical accent, which is, I say grass, but it's grass. So every time I would do anything, it's like, you didn't say the received pronunciation?
Plant.
Do it again. I'm like, oh yes, of course. Ballasting, is the, like that. And it was basically where water goes in the ships and they dump it out later on.
Okay.
But there was like so many scientific words, and I was like, he was the sodium hydrosis colloxide oxygenation thing, and I was like, all right. But